Welcome to another episode of Virgin Galactic Fridays. Every single Fridays we talk about the most important topics for Virgin Galactic. And after you subscribed, after you smashed the like button, after this crazy intro, I want to really emphasize you follow me on Instagram because there is where the magic is really happening. And those are the topics for today. So we will talk about the space stock performance, then we will talk about the stock chart, and then we will dive into the FAA license and the hearing that was done day before yesterday. And finally, we will talk about when will be the next test flight. So let's go. So this week was pretty uneventful. If we are looking into space performance over the last couple of days, it was a roller coaster with basically no movement till the end of the week, right? I mean, we went out of this week about plus minus zero, a slight negative of 2.3%, which is totally acceptable because if we are looking into the all-time high just over the last couple of weeks, obviously the stock went to $60, but it was also almost 38 dollars per share. So if we are looking into that, this was on the 8th of June. We are approximately away 6%. Okay, 6%. And I think that with the run that we just had since the 12th of March, where the stock was at 1550, we are plus 128%. And we are just waiting for a new indication because the stock chart, as you will see in the next category, is looking very, very, very good for us. So we just need the sparkle of the fire, which could be the next test flight announcement. And when this will happen and what will happen after that, we will talk about in the last category of this video. But before that, I would like to present you today's very, very own sponsor of today's Virgin Galactic Fridays. Since ever Bitcoin is part of our financial system and world, I always wondered how the hell I could leverage Bitcoin. And there is the first sponsor of this video is BitLevex, and as you can maybe guess from the name already, they are having an extreme easy way to leverage on Bitcoin, and here's how it works. And as you can see, I just topped my account with $1,000, and the signature, let's say, product here are options. Okay, very easy. I haven't seen actually in another platform that it's so easy to trade options. I'm using currently, for example, Interactive Brokers, which is much more complicated, so might switch already to BitLevex for all my option trading. Here, for example, the very known Bitcoin, and I will show you how easy it is to trade, and also how easy it is to top up your account with some money here. Okay, so let's say we want to trade a little bit with leverage on Bitcoin. Now it's very, very easy, very, very 2-3 clicks and you are done. They will add with time more and more. Currently they have also Ethereum, for example, Amazon, Tesla, and so on is further coming. So this is a really, really interesting startup here that doing in this space very, very, very simple way to invest into this kind of option trading. Okay, option trading, as you know, can be leveraged, and you can see how easy it is. So let's say because of the current news with Bitcoin, as you know, Elon Musk seems to come back to the Bitcoin game. Also, Paul Tudor Jones says, it's nice to come to Bitcoin for deflationary investing. And I think when the Fed will acknowledge that there is an inflation going on, I think the Bitcoin can go higher. So I go here for a call, and then I go for leverage. Let's say, I would say the downturn here for Bitcoin, because it's a very volatile one, is, let's say, 10%, okay, maybe even 15%. So if you're considering the price of Bitcoin can go down 15% times 2, this can be maximum 30%, just in my personal opinion. So I say, okay, a 2 leverage is already great for me, all right? In maturity, I always have a little bit longer terms of use. So let's say 3 months. Over these 3 months, maybe Bitcoin will go back to its all-time highs, and all of the percentage up will be leveraged by 2 times. I enter my amount, in this case, let's say $250. They will get here a premium of 10% buy, and you will see here I'm paying from my account $275. You confirm it, then that's pretty much it. You can see here the confirmation. Congratulations, you have successfully purchased an option. Your new balance account is 725, and if you want to top it up, it's also super easy. You can pay with fiat, which means you can use PayPal, you can use credit card, you can use bank transfer, and then you also can transfer a little bit from your crypto account, also with Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So very easy, instant payments. And let's dive into the conclusion of this video. When you use the below link, you will get 100% on your deposit. So go there, check it out, and let's go back to the vlog. On Thursday, as of this recording, I just love this stock. Currently it's just such a nice runner. We talked about the perfect setup here right now. Here since the IPO, actually, when the stock was released for $10 per share, it is just on this beautiful run up with this upticks and downticks manageable. Here we had the disappointment of the delayed test flight plus the overall bad market. So this is something that shouldn't be too concerning to break out through the overall trend, but this stock is just going so nicely. I mean, look at that, right? If you just don't know the stock and just see that, and you say, wow, this is a very nice investment, right? With sometimes a very big interest, and other than that, you have a very straight line. Where do you find the stocks that have such a nice run up? And now we're actually coming to the best part, because we broke through the resistance here that is currently around 33, 34, and now we are closing at $36 above, and so on. Many days where there also we crossed above 27, which is also great. But you have this nice field here. I try to draw here a little bit. Let me see if I can do it nicely here. So you see here you have this nice area now where if we are zooming back out, we can go as high as 45 in the next couple of days, up to 55-ish in over the summer. So this is something that is quite interesting. And be aware that according to the past, obviously this is never, let's say, obviously when you zoom out here, you can see that we had this very strict forward and high stock prices increases, and this can and will happen once we have the announcement and once we have the positive events that are just the successful test flights, the next one and the one after that. So if we are zooming in, we're having the whole summer, which is basically here playing in front of us, which we can break out through the pattern here as well, and then we can reach easily 55 or even 60 or even higher prices. The space community is great. I love them all, and we are seeing some time, I think this year, $100 stock.
Thank you very much for the opportunity today.
Thank you, Captain Pete. And now I want to turn to Mike Moses, president of Virgin Galactic. Mr. Moses, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Larson, Ranking Member Graves, Chairman DeFazio, and members of the Aviation Subcommittee and staff for the opportunity to testify to you all today. I am the president of Space Missions and Safety for Virgin Galactic. I joined the company in 2011 following a career at NASA where I worked on the space shuttle program, starting out in mission control in Houston and then eventually leading shuttle processing activities from the Kennedy Space Center. My tenure there at NASA gave me perspective, insight, and experience for operations planning.
Let me, for you, save a lot of time and summarize the FAA hearing in front of the Congress with one of the most important people of Virgin Galactic as well, Mike Moses, who is kind of head of engineering there. After I read the book of Virgin Galactic, I really, respect this guy. He really holds the engineering team together. He's more of an executive guy rather than, leading. He need from the management kind of instruction, and then he doing a great job to execute. However, now, let me save you time because the whole hearing and the part of Virgin Galactic and FAA was basically, hey, how you feel about the whole process? And they talked about that the FAA over the years got more better, and the space regulations are somehow a little bit loose sometimes, and how they can improve all that. So I think they did a great job, and I think that it's very, very important that those kind of events and meetings are happening, because the space industry is changing all the time. And I think what the FAA is doing with the space companies should also happen, in all other industries like the internet or, other things that are important for the huge growth, because regulations are needed and regulations are good if they are well done. Now, this is the hearing, okay? And let's dive into the more important part. What about the FAA approval for Virgin Galactic, and could we still fly with the current one? Now, there is a very interesting article in Reddit that was just posted one day ago, where the former FAA administrator George Neal confirms that Richard Branson flying ahead of FAA approval is absolutely and very doable. This is something that I said a couple of times already. I don't think you need to be so much with your mind behind, oh, they need this license and so on. In the end, it's still experimental, okay? He's not like a person that is a third party. He's the owner, main shareholder, and so on and so forth. He's basically a part of the employee of Virgin Galactic, so obviously this can be easily labeled as test purpose to fly Richard Branson. If he will fly in the beginning of July, we talked about it, I don't think so, but I really want to have them to announce something in this month. We still have like 14 days to go, and what I really expect is the following. So we basically can all agree that the next test flight is very, very important, right? But when exactly will the test flight will be announced? If we are looking into this chart of space, you can see that a major move happened on the 20th of May, all right? 20th of May compared to 19th of May, the stock went slightly up, but it really went up the 23rd of May. So, this flight announcement was already a huge run. I think it was like 15% further up. And this is what we actually want and need. Now, what is the potential date that we are looking at? Now, I believe they are now about, almost 3 weeks after the last test flight. They have done the data review. They, fixing maybe small parts of the spaceship. They are talking with the FAA when they could fly. They want to check, okay, what we need to prepare to fly, right? Prepare the crew as well, because this time 4 crew members will be in the back of the spaceship, so they need to go through training and so on. So I think this is happening as well. So all of these things, maybe we will see around end of this month. And I just guess out of my stomach that the last announcement was on the 20th of May, as you can see here, according to their Virgin Galactic Twitter account. And I think maybe around this time we should see an update for the test flight program. This would be wishable, okay? And then we will see a huge run on the stock, obviously, and I think it's just a matter of days. The same thing I said in May, people said, oh, they will not tell us anything, or they will delay further and so on. But I said, no, it's just a matter of days. And I think this is this very similar situation. So if you're not invested yet, you have a good chance to go in now and gain 10, 15, 20%. And even if the test flight will be very successful, then, we can go even to new all-time highs. This is something that I'm really strongly believe. So I'm super excited. I hope you too. Smash the like button, follow me on Instagram, and make sure to stick around. I love you all, guys. Have the best weekend that you ever had.